It was a rainy Tuesday evening when a shivering man walked into Rosie's diner. He looked like he hadn't eaten in days. His coat was torn, shoes soaked, beard overgrown, and eyes hollow with hunger. Most people in the restaurant turned away or looked through him like he was invisible. But not Emily. Emily was a 24-year-old waitress, barely making ends meet. She worked double shifts, took care of her little brother after school, and went home to a one-bedroom apartment with peeling wallpaper and a leaky ceiling. She didn't have much, but what she had was a heart full of kindness. "Excuse me, sir," Emily said gently, approaching the man who stood awkwardly near the entrance. "Would you like to sit down? You look like you could use something warm." The man looked stunned. I don't have any money," he murmured, eyes cast to the ground. Emily offered a soft smile. "That's okay. Come sit. I'll take care of it." Without waiting for permission from the manager, she led him to a booth in the corner, brought him a hot cup of coffee, and took a bowl of soup from the kitchen without adding it to the check. She told the chef it was for table 9 and quietly paid for it with the tip money she had earned earlier in the day. The man ate slowly, savoring every bite. When he looked up, there were tears in his eyes. "Why did you help me?" he asked. "Because I know what it feels like to be invisible," she replied. "And no one deserves that." Emily didn't know that this small act of kindness would change her life forever. For the next few months, she went on living the same way, working long hours, scraping by, smiling through exhaustion, and always finding a way to help others, no matter how little she had. Sometimes she packed an extra sandwich to give to the man she often saw sleeping on the park bench. Sometimes she offered free coffee to lonely seniors. Kindness, to Emily, was not a gesture. It was a way of life. But life was not kind to her. Her landlord raised the rent. Her younger brother, Liam, got sick and needed medicine they couldn't afford. The restaurant cut her hours. She felt like she was drowning in responsibilities, but she never let it show. She would walk into work with tired eyes but a ready smile. Her manager, Mr. Green, often scolded her for giving away food or talking too long to customers who couldn't pay. "This isn't a charity," he'd snap. "I know," she'd say, "but sometimes people just need a little kindness." You can't pay bills with kindness, Emily. She knew he was right. But she also knew that someday, somehow, kindness would come back. 2 years passed. Emily was still at Rosie's diner, now working full-time, and taking night classes in business administration at the community college. She hoped one day she could open a cafe of her own. A small place where no one would be turned away. She dreamed of a menu with affordable meals, a pay-what-you-can board, and a bookshelf where people could read while sipping coffee. Her professors admired her dedication. Her classmates admired her heart. But dreams cost money. And money was still a stranger to her. Then, one day, something strange happened. Mr. Green called an emergency staff meeting. Everyone was tense. Was the diner closing? Layoffs? Pay cuts? Instead, he introduced a sharply dressed man in a navy blue suit with silver cufflinks. The man looked around the room, his eyes scanning each face until they landed on Emily. He smiled. "This is Mr. Raymond," Green announced. "He's just purchased Rosie's diner." A hush fell over the staff. Emily's heart skipped a beat. She recognized him, clean-shaven now, well-fed, confident, but it was the same man she had fed that rainy Tuesday 2 years ago. After the meeting, as the staff dispersed in whispers, Mr. Raymond approached her. "You remembered me, didn't you?" he asked. Emily nodded slowly, stunned. "You were homeless, hungry, cold, and invisible. Except to you. I just did what anyone should have done," she said softly. He smiled. "No. Most didn't. You did." That moment stayed with me. I was at the lowest point of my life. I had lost everything, my business, my home, my will to go on. But you saw me. And that reminded me that I still mattered. Tears welled up in Emily's eyes. I got back on my feet. I started rebuilding. And when I finally returned to this city, I knew I wanted to give something back. When I saw this diner was for sale, I didn't hesitate. I had only one condition before signing the papers. What condition? She asked, her voice shaking. That you stay. And that you become the new manager. Emily gasped. Me? Manager? Raymond nodded. I read up on you. Your work ethic, your kindness, your dedication. And I heard from others how you care about every single customer. You've been the heart of this place for years. Now, I want you to lead it. For a moment, Emily couldn't speak. She looked around the diner, her second home, her battlefield, her dream. She remembered the nights she'd cried in the storeroom, the times she'd smiled through pain, the days she went hungry so someone else could eat. And now, it was all coming back to her. Not in the form of money or fame, but in the form of hope. Under Emily's management, the diner was transformed. She and Mr. Raymond worked side by side, redesigning the menu, renovating the booths, repainting the walls, and launching the kindness program where every day, 5 meals were reserved for those in need, no questions asked. Local artists painted murals on the walls, and the back corner was turned into a reading nook. Elderly customers had reserved seats, children got free milkshakes on their birthdays, and once a month, the diner hosted a community dinner where people from all walks of life shared a meal together. The diner didn't just serve food anymore. It served dignity. Word spread fast. Soon, Rosie's Diner was featured in local newspapers, then TV stations, and eventually, national talk shows. Customers came from miles away just to meet Emily and Mr. Raymond. And every time someone asked how it all began, Emily would tell the story of a rainy Tuesday, a bowl of soup, and a man who reminded her that kindness matters. She didn't need to be rich to change the world. She just needed to care. Years later, Emily finally opened her own cafe. She called it Table 9. And right at the entrance was a plaque that read, "Kindness is never wasted. Even a bowl of soup can change a life." In a world that often values wealth, appearances, and status, it's easy to overlook the power of small, genuine acts of kindness. But sometimes, it's those very acts, given with love, not expecting anything in return, that become the seeds of something extraordinary. Never underestimate what your kindness can do. One small gesture today might be the reason someone doesn't give up tomorrow.